Have you ever looked at the world around you, at the piles of homework, the chores, or just a bad day, and wished you could simply snap your fingers and fix it all? We all dream of having that one magical object that solves everything instantly. Imagine walking through a quiet forest and stumbling upon a stick that isn't just a stick, but a key to unlimited power. It sounds like a dream come true, doesn't it? But there is a secret about magic that very few people talk about. Magic isn't just about sparkling lights and flying objects. It is a heavy burden. And sometimes, getting exactly what you wish for turns out to be the most dangerous thing of all. Today, we are going to journey into the depths of the Whispering Woods to meet a little fairy who found a lost treasure, only to realize that holding a magic wand is easy, but controlling it is a completely different story. Deep in the heart of the Whispering Woods, where the moss is as soft as velvet and the fireflies dance even in the daytime, lived a fairy named Ilara. Now, Ilara was a sweet fairy, but she was ordinary. In a world where some fairies could paint the sunset and others could wake up the flowers, Ilara's talent was very small. She was good at finding lost buttons and polishing pebbles. It was honest work, but Ilara felt invisible. She spent her evenings sitting on a toadstool, sighing at the moon, wishing she was powerful, wishing she was special. One afternoon, a strange purple mist rolled through the forest. As Ilara flew low near the roots of the great oak, something caught her eye. It was buried halfway in the mud, glowing with a faint, pulsing blue light. She dug it out and gasped. It was a wand. But this wasn't a toy wand made of twigs. This was crafted from ancient crystal, swirling with energy. As soon as her fingers touched it, a zap of electricity rushed through her wings. She felt strong. She felt powerful. She looked at a drooping daisy nearby and waved the wand. "Bloom," she commanded. Instantly, the daisy didn't just bloom. It grew 20 feet tall, glowing neon pink. Ilara laughed. Finally, she was the most powerful fairy in the woods. Excited, Ilara zipped through the forest. She wanted to help everyone. She saw a family of bunnies trying to cross a stream. "Let me help," she shouted. She waved the wand to build a bridge. But the wand was too strong for her inexperienced hands. Instead of a bridge, the water in the stream turned into sticky, purple jelly. The bunnies hopped away in terror. Ilara panicked. "No, no, go back to water," she yelled, waving the wand frantically. Zap, the jelly turned into ice. Zap, the trees started growing upside down. Zap, the clouds turned into marshmallows and started falling from the sky. The forest was in total chaos. The birds were chirping backward, the wind was blowing in circles, and poor Ilara was in the middle of it all, clutching the wand that was now vibrating violently in her hand. She wasn't controlling the magic anymore. The magic was controlling her. She tried to let go, but the wand seemed stuck to her hand, pulling her this way and that. She felt small, scared, and more helpless than she had ever felt when she was just an ordinary fairy. She managed to fly into a hollow tree trunk to hide from the marshmallow rain. She hugged her knees, trembling. As she sat there in the dark, trying to catch her breath, she suddenly remembered a cautionary tale her grandmother used to tell the young fairies. It was the famous story of the fairy who lost her magic wand. In that story, the fairy became so obsessed with her tool that when she lost it, she forgot who she was. Ilara realized she was living the flip side of that story. She hadn't lost a wand, she had found one, but in the process, she had lost herself. She realized that the fairy in the story and she herself had made the same mistake, believing that the power came from the stick, not from the heart. Ilara closed her eyes. She stopped fighting the wand's vibration. Instead, she took a deep breath and focused on who she really was. She wasn't a powerful sorceress. She was Ilara, the fairy who polished pebbles and found lost buttons. She was the fairy who cared about the small things. She focused on her love for the forest, not on changing it, but on appreciating it exactly as it was. She visualized the stream flowing as water. She visualized the trees standing tall. She whispered, "Calm." Slowly, the angry blue light faded into a soft, warm gold. The vibration stopped. The wand gently fell from her hand onto the floor of the hollow tree. Outside, the ice melted back into a stream. The marshmallows dissolved into mist. The trees righted themselves. Ilara picked up the wand, but this time she didn't feel a rush of power. She felt a heavy responsibility. She flew to the deepest part of the woods and buried the wand back where it belonged. She realized she didn't need to change the world to be special. Her kindness and her ability to fix the mess she made was magic enough. Ilara returned to her friends happy to just be herself again. She learned that while a magic wand can change the shape of things, only a good heart can change the feeling of the world. We often look for shortcuts to success or power, but true strength comes from within, not from what we hold in our hands. I hope Ilara's adventure reminded you that you are special just the way you are, without any magic tricks. If this story touched your heart and you want to join us for more magical adventures in the Whispering Woods, please gently tap that like button and subscribe to our family. It truly helps us share more stories with you. You have been watching Fairy Store Official.